Once upon a time, in the land of 4th grade, there lived 3 blissful little teachers. They treasured the value of an adventure of learning, and with each new day, teaching quenched their heart's yearning. Although these 3 little teachers were seen by some as mere babies, they were very knowledgeable and taught reading and writing like true ladies. Despite the happy lives these 3 little teachers had, tragedy struck them unexpectedly, and it was real bad. As they were gleefully teaching in their joyful little classrooms, the big, bad reading program appeared. It struck the first little teacher's classroom rather slyly. As she was teaching, she heard a soft knock at the door.
Little teacher, please open the door. I'll teach all your students reading, writing, and a whole lot more.
The naive little teacher believed that old program. She opened the door and found herself in a jam. Open court now dominated the room, and this poor little teacher was doomed. Doomed! Doomed!
I don't need the teacher anymore. I am the program.
The second little teacher heard what had happened. She promised herself she was going to be way smarter than that. And one day, just as expected, that devious old program came slithering up to her door.
Little teacher, please open the door. I'll teach your students reading, writing, and a whole lot more.
Do you think I'm stupid? I have a degree. My students are fine. Man, can't you see?
Little teacher didn't know what to do. Not every student was proficient. She knew it was true. So she opened the door just as fast as she could, and that big bad reading program took her place where she stood. Now the third little teacher, she was the brains of the bunch. She had witnessed what happened to the other 2 and was determined to keep the big bad reading program out of her classroom. One Sunday morning, as she was reading a great piece of literature to the class, the big bad reading program came pounding on her door.
Little teacher, please let me in. I'll help your students read, write. No. Little teacher, please open the door. I'll help your students read, write, and a whole lot more.
Get out of here, program. I don't want you in my class. You better leave now or I'm gonna tie-bow your ass.
Program responded with a big old rumble.
The other 2 teachers were so much easier to fumble. I'm telling you now, your scores really suck. But if you let me in, I'll promise to increase your luck. With the way things look now, you'll be jobless real soon. If you haven't heard, no child left behind is a hitting with a boom.
The teacher replied,
I'm not scared of Nickleby. I won't allow you to ruin my kids, you see. I'm a professional with judgment of my own. So leave my class now and leave me alone.
This frightened the teacher, but she remained strong.
I don't need your help, so stop singing me this song.
Did he just say that?
Oh no, he didn't.
The program didn't give up. It began huffing and puffing. Even that teacher's hair was looking like nothing. That program snuck in, and now she teaches the curriculum just like she must. Or does she? When the big bad reading program's watchful eyes are turned, she is teaching her students everything she herself has learned. Her goal in the end is to create lifelong writers and readers who grow up to become our nation's leaders. The job she has in front of her is not trouble-free. In fact, sometimes it's like climbing to the top of Mount Fuji. She wrestles that program on a daily basis. To keep her job today, she must wear 2 faces.